Alright, what I'm going to demonstrate here is an unusual way to do a sort of hamstring curl. And this is meant for basically a high repetition movement just to get into the tension, the full shortening of the muscles in the backs of your legs. And so what I'm doing here is basically I've got the ring set up so I'm almost down to the floor. I'm just going to be up a little bit. And the closer you can get your butt to the floor without actually setting yourself down, the better, because it's going to require much more from your legs to pull yourself forward and come into the full bend of the knees. So just to show, I got my hands, my rings. I'm going to just hang this down and keep my body in line. I'm going to press this back a little bit just so I can set this up for the angle of the feet. And you can adjust this further up or further down. You can adjust the angle of the rings. It depends on what's supporting you as far as the straps goes with all that. Now from here, I'm only going to use my legs to pull me forward. So I'm going to try to resist doing this with any momentum at all. So I dig into the heels, let the knees go forward, up onto the toes, and then come back. And you want to pause between each repetition so that you're not actually just swinging back and forth, but using the contraction of the back of the legs. Otherwise, you end up doing something a little bit more like this, which you'll feel, actually, but you're not really going to get a whole lot of work out of that. So if you pause completely and just pull yourself forward, enough to let the knees come forward and find that full contraction, and then come back out with control, I think you're going to find it much more effective for really getting into the hamstrings. Now as I do this, I'm lifting up onto my toes, my knees are going forward, I'm keeping my belly in and my low back rounded a little bit. And this is pretty effective for getting the hamstrings to work on a higher repetition level, something like a set of 25, 3 sets of 10, something like that. And you also get the benefit of hanging here. So if you're just trying to get the hamstrings to really turn on and feel that full contraction, if you just want to ease into things that are harder for strengthening the hamstrings, this is a good way to do it. Yeah. And anyway, I hope this helps. I know it's an unusual exercise, but I hope you find it interesting.